What up?
Hey guys! It is us the Normies. We're here to watch Band of Brothers. This is there's only one season, but this is episode 4, Replacements. And woo, aren't we excited? We're so excited. I just want to give a shout out to all of you guys giving us the history lessons in the comments. We really, really do appreciate it. Not all of us are history buffs, and we do love it when you guys kind of put in the facts, and it brings out the show a lot more. It makes us understand things a lot better, and we really appreciate it. And thank you guys for doing so.
For sure.
Any of y'all have any comments?
I don't. The last couple episodes have been really good. I'm looking forward to watching more Band of Brothers.
It's been
The boys
it's
are
been interesting with this show because there's overall, obviously it's a mini series, so it's about D-Day, but they've kind of had self-contained stories also. Like each episode kind of feels self-contained, but it's also part of a bigger story. So the writing's just really on point with the show.
And the writing, obviously, I think we've commented on how just it looks, the feel of it. It's very awesome, especially for how long ago it was made.
the boys are heading back. They all thought they were going home, which was, can you even imagine such an awful feeling?
Nerve-wracking.
At that point, I would just be like, man,
Fuck
I don't
you.
think I'm
Nah.
gonna go back home.
Hey guys, we are using our phones to communicate and mute, and we're muting and unmuting so people don't hear their shows playing in the background. We're not on our phones. All right, well, I'm ready to cock it up and start this thing.
All right.
But is it a market substitute?
Hell no, ain't no market substitute, y'all. Support the OG content on Hulu. Watch it there. Then come watch it with us. If you want to jump ahead, check out our Patreon. We're probably done with the series by now on our Patreon. And our uncuts of this are on there as well. And those uncuts are freaking crazy, let me tell you. If you can't do either of that, comment, like, subscribe. Tell us how you felt when you guys watched this. Please leave any factoids you guys want. I fucking love reading them. So leave them. And yeah, give us a like. It helps us out. And do some good out there today.
Yeah.
We all need it.
I hope they do the interviews again at the beginning.
So, all right, Chris, yeah, I do hope they show the interviews as well. We've been having an extended conversation about Game of Thrones. Because we're that channel, so it'll always go back to them.
Who opened the bucket?
I did.
Anytime someone's opened that bucket, it's at least a 5-minute long.
I've been noticing
I think it's fine. We did start as Talking Thrones.
It's been me that's been doing it, and I think it's because I still have a little bit of hurt from what happened.
Y'all too hard on that show.
No, dude, there's a reason to be hard. It was that bad.
The final season, but
they hit the beats. Just
the show
No.
itself was.
No, dude.
They hit the
fucked up.
beats.
Last
It's just the
seasons
last season
trash.
was like Cliff Notes.
All right, World War II is happening.
All right, yeah.
do
let's hone in now.
At the core,
Yes.
and that's the ones that was there at the very beginning. They are very close, and they accept people coming in like myself as a replacement, but you also have to prove yourself.
Well, most of them were. We know were qualified parachutists. They had to be. We hoped we could keep them alive, and they could keep alive. A lot of them didn't. They were like heroes to us, you know. That's how we looked at them. And they were good. Furthermore, they were good. We had good officers for the most part, but we had excellent NCOs.
He was good.
They looked after you.
Naheed, what's an NCO?
Non-commissioned officer. It's like you're basically an officer is like, you know, you went to college and you got your rank like lieutenant and all that craziness. NCOs didn't go to school basically, bro. They're like just you and me. They were in the infantry and they got up the ranks, and that's how the highest person in the NCO is sergeant major, command sergeant major.
Yeah, you got some wild-eyed killers right there, bro.
You know, it's a good thing we weren't gambling, right?
Boy, we would have gotten killed. You want to bet? What? You want to bet? No, I smoke. Gambling. Come on, have another game. I don't really know much about it.
Oh, man. He has been hustled.
I think he's hustling. This fucking guy. Gonorrhea. I like gonorrhea a lot. You know what I mean.
Who are you?
Private Miller, James Miller.
James McAvoy.
Holy shit, James is playing James. He looks so little. James motherfucking McAvoy. Young Professor X out here.
Lieutenant, you gonna shoot lefty all night?
Hey, come on.
That was James McAvoy? He looks like a fucking infant.
I know it is,
Look at
bro.
George Luz.
I got hustled, boy. Hustled.
You new boys, you pay attention to Sergeant Random. Got that? That's the smartest man in the company.
He looks like a little boy.
Yeah, he looks so young.
Where'd you get that?
Absolute child.
Presidential Distinguished Unit citation for what the regiment did in Normandy.
That's right. For what the regiment did. You weren't there.
Hey,
Hey, he's up, comp. It's a unit citation.
It happens a lot.
What's the unit citation?
Because he feels
It's
like he's
like-
getting
He's basically wearing a badge for something he didn't really do.
honor
It's
for
because
shit that
he's
he
a part of
wasn't
the
at.
unit. That's why
But
he
it's
has
for
to
the
wear
unit,
it.
like, so.
And it's not really his fault or anything like that, but he kind of has to.
Yeah.
But he didn't earn it, and, you know.
He's taking it off anyway. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's. That'd be hard to fit in when you're a replacement, I guess. Still crazy that this man said, "Suck my nuts," while getting baseball batted to the head.
This here is Carver Lipton.
He's already married, Smokey.
This here is Carver Lipton, the new Easy Company First Sergeant.
He's the first sergeant!
Nice.
What's good? Every first sergeant I've had has been phenomenal. I never had a bad first sergeant ever in my life.
Sergeant Wahlberg.
Well, hate to
The
break
better
it down here,
Wahlberg,
boys,
let's
but,
face it.
We're moving out again.
I like to argue that they're equally both kind of.
Equally both good.
Man, that first sergeant, y'all. So the first sergeant is like...
Yeah, where are
The
they?
first sergeant is probably like the I would say the third highest ranking when it comes to NCOs. The highest is a command sergeant major. I mean, there's command sergeant major of the Army, then there's command sergeant major, there's sergeant major, and then there's first sergeant. If I'm correct. I hope I'm not wrong.
Yeah. You only get like so much respite as a soldier, so you gotta enjoy those like moments, like we just saw that whole scene where they were eating and shit. Those like the only moments of levity they have. They have to try to forget about everything going on, but it's so hard. And then they're in the middle of a war, right? The next hour you could be like shitting your pants.
Hey!
Oh
What?
shit!
What was his name?
What?
Swummer.
Oh, there he is.
Flummer?
I forget his name.
Why is he back?
Sergeant Choke.
It's a joke.
He wasn't sergeant, he was a lieutenant.
Working, maybe.
Lieutenant.
He's captain now.
Captain Choke.
My
Was he
brain just
captain in
keeps
the
saying
original?
David
If I'm
Schwimmer.
correct?
Plug.
Back in
He either got
Probably
transferred
not.
in that first episode or
Yeah.
demoted. I can't remember.
Sir?
Maybe he's lightened up, you know? Maybe he's changed.
He got humbled.
You thought you'd get away with it? What do you mean, sir?
Maybe not.
Sergeant, that motorcycle is United States Army property. That may not mean anything to you, but it means something to me. Where'd you find it?
Yeah, it seemed all right.
Never mind.
Look at that.
Popeye.
Damn.
Beautiful chaos. That's so crazy, man. This was like, do they still do shit like this?
Yeah, the Airborne Ranger is one of the most like highly. It's the most badass soldier, whatever, in the Army, in my opinion.
Yeah, my buddy Aaron in high school became an Airborne Ranger. He like always knew that's what he wanted to do specifically.
Yeah. Airborne Rangers are highly decorated, man.
Hey man, we were heroes back then, man. You like America. Look at this. We were helping them liberate their town and shit, and they're all celebrating and happy.
Come on, lady.
Dick. Clock's ticking.
Yeah.
Thank you.
God.
Look at all these thirsty Europeans.
No. They're just trying to get some. A what?
What?
Ah,
What?
yeah.
What the hell? What just happened?
What the fuck?
What the heck?
What are they doing this for?
What the heck?
They're Nazis?
Man, they don't even notice all this fucking bullshit Nazi shit going on over here.
I
What
think
the
those
fuck?
people were Nazis, and they're like,
What did they do? They slept with the Germans.
wow.
They are lucky. The men who collaborated are being shot.
Mr. Van Koik here is with the Dutch resistance.
Gotcha. So they just warhol.
The men
right?
who collaborate are being shot.
I'd be happy to show you the quickest route to the bridges.
Be happy to have your help. Get scouts to the edge of town in case we're here for the night.
So it's like that, huh? some of these girls slept with the Germans and they slept with the. They were just trying to get it in, man. Shit.
I don't know. That's kind of messed up that they
It's
drag
the
him
end
out
of the
like
world,
that.
I guess. You know?
I mean, bro, it's like.
Like, isn't anyone allowed
Well, how
to
about
sleep with
video out of
whoever
survival?
Raus, in die Hoek. Mach schnell.
Niederlande! Niederlande!
Sprechen Sie English?
Yeah? Yeah, a little bit.
What were you doing down there?
It's an air raid shelter. My family has been in there ever since the first plane flew over.
A little bit speaks like perfectly fluent English.
Paratroopers.
The Germans.
He looks so familiar.
I think so.
He's from Game of Thrones. The
Yeah.
dude, and they fought the giant. Remember? The Night's Watch.
Is that him? No, I think it just looks like that guy.
that's
He's
not
older.
That's not
This dude's got a whole German party down there.
Don't let your guard down, bro. There's probably some sneaky motherfuckers afoot.
We would never like carve insignias on the foreheads though. People that like sleep with the enemy side. Though,
I don't think they
what I
were
mean?
carving. They were just like drawing. I think it was like charcoal or something.
Oh, okay. I'm over here thinking Brad Pitt took a knife to their forehead, but
No, they cut their hair to shame them. It was just a shame.
yeah, it was still like a little brutal, but
Yeah.
I'm sure we've got our own fucked up things we do to people that fuck around with the enemy.
Chocolate.
Chocolates.
God, that
They
fight
sell
tastes
like
so freaking good.
Aw.
This is what it's all for.
Never tasted chocolate.
Aww.
Probably the best tasting chocolate in the
Yeah,
world.
I want to fucking meal this fucking bar down.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Sugar.
You ain't gonna sleep tonight.
Aww.
I mean, that's like one of the hardest things to
Is
see
it?
as a soldier. Seeing like families in war, seeing like a father worry about
But
the
it
next
pro-
day for their kids.
But it probably motivates them too. Like, you know, this is what they're fighting for.
Yeah.
Bro, but sometimes that shit looks hopeless as fuck.
It gives
Is
the face
Holland
and
near Germany or Belgium? I mean, because
Holland's in near Belgium.
what? Yeah,
Hey,
is
where
Belgium
is
known for their
Holland?
chocolates? Like,
Where is
isn't
Holland?
I should have had some chocolate by now. But I guess you living in poverty.
Maybe he was meaning since the war started. This kid's been born since the war's been
Or
going
was it
on.
like-
Damn,
wasn't it
yeah.
like more
Yeah, it
expensive?
has been going on for like 7
Wasn't
years.
also chocolate just like more expensive?
Vincent Gango?
About to get popped.
Oh!
Oh shit!
You need to get into cover, man.
Keep down, stay still.
What are you gonna say, bro?
Oh!
They're shooting the medics. They're shooting the medics.
Wow.
No fucks given now.
Tank,
Oh,
tank.
shit. They're covered.
Nah, did y'all see that fucking tank?
Yep, hit.
Maybe they have to leave in a hurry.
Or maybe they're just fucking.
You see it?
They're
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Like this, they're hiding supplies here.
Clever
Throw
bastards.
it. Throw a grenade.
My orders of no unnecessary destruction of property. I'm telling you, he's right there. I believe you, but if I can't see the bugger, I can't bloody well shoot him, can I?
Forget politics right now.
But I mean, yeah, you don't want
About
to
to
blow a
get
hole
killed,
through
bro.
or something.
There's people in that house though.
He's about to get
I
killed.
mean,
so I
Germans
feel
about
like
to do some dirty shit too.
And it's too late. Fucking told you.
fucking dumbass. Listen.
Oh my god.
Ooh!
Damn, bro.
The practical effects of this shit.
Go, 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 go!
Yeah, they got the whole
That's what I'm
thing
talking
down,
about.
bro. Shit!
They're about to just fuck shit up.
They've been just waiting.
Woo! Did he get hit?
Shrapnel.
I think he got hit by shrapnel.
And he probably wouldn't even notice it until like.
Oh no, it's going off. It's going off the track, bro.
Oh no!
Nice.
Boom!
Good fucking call out. Good scout.
Oh,
fuck. That's like the weakest part to the back.
Yeah, again, those tanks are fucked. One tank took both of them out.
That's what it is, dude. We have so many more tanks than them, but they're like 2 German tanks are fucking... Like, the German tanks were far, far superior.
Somebody in the comments said the Germans had better technology, period.
They're just fucking these tanks up.
Dude, they're shooting the medic. Oh, damn it.
Damien Dark!
Oh,
Leave me here for the Germans. What? Okay. You nuts? Who carry you? Are you kidding me? I weigh more than both you 2 guys combined. Come on. What the hell are you doing? Help us! Get back to the tank!
good shit.
You don't leave any fucking person behind, bro. No soldier left behind.
And look at him just like clinch.
Yeah,
he's too.
No soldier left behind.
Good thinking, good quick thinking with the board.
Right.
And he still has to hang on. Oh, that whole sequence was nail biting, bro. That was well done.
Oh!
It hit off the helmet. Wow.
All right. Immediately, someone's still aiming at you.
He's down.
Oh my god!
Jeez.
Holy shit!
He's just gonna. Well, he's probably hiding in there. But if he's not, you know, then he's just gonna
He's in the great.
If not something.
Yeah, I'll just stay my ass right there.
Do not engage,
Stay
bro.
in the dark. Stay in the dark, bro.
I know. I would not even be. He's so visible right now. I would not even be close to him.
You know how some of the.
There's a fire behind him, so he's gonna
No. You know how some of the tunnels like just run through the street, so that water doesn't go over the street. So like it's probably just the other side of the street. There's a small fire.
He's like, oh, fuck, I can't.
I'm gonna need it.
They had no choice but to help them too. I mean, they're the only people.
Oh God, he's just going in there. Oh my God.
Pulled out a bullet with your fingers?
I think
Or
it's shrapnel. Yeah.
Right?
Oh my God, bro, he's just like.
And he can't scream. That's the worst thing, bro. He can't say a fucking word.
Oh my God.
I'll keep it as a souvenir, bro.
But that feels a lot better.
Pour more alcohol.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
She's gonna.
Look how deep that wound is. Fuck.
Oh no. Oh
This is dope, though.
No.
Oh, fuck.
Bloody rag.
Mm-hmm. No, you're like, fuck that.
Broham.
What the fuck?
Oh, he was about to leave it alone, too.
He looks nervous, though, too. He looks timid. He's not
That's
gonna...
why I think he was like, fuck this, I ain't fucking with this.
I mean, killing this guy only alerts people that you're here.
no. Quietly. Without firing.
It jammed. Oh, my God.
Yes.
Dudes are fucking dueling.
Oh, yes!
Oh!
Close the door. Close the door. Close the door.
Holy shit.
Leave.
That's gotta be rough. Bro, he was in 5 feet right there, bro. You saw the rage in his face? He was
Now
like,
sprint the other direction. I mean, I would have sprinted right after that, because if they stumble upon, like, they find out he's missing, they're going to go to where he was
Guy,
before.
that's how it is, man. It's like, it's you or him, bro. It's fucking so sad and horrible.
That was a dope choreographed, like, rifle gun battle, though. You know what I mean? Just with the bayonets and the rifle butt.
Bombing Eindhoven.
That's where they just...
That's where they just were.
Yeah.
Wow.
They were just there.
All those people.
That town.
Yeah, that's where they just were.
A town was celebrating one day, and it's gonna be
That's
ashes
so
the next.
fucked up.
Yeah, I was thinking
They were
that they
right
were
there with
like
all those
celebrating
people.
prematurely.
They were so happy.
Yep, you take the dog tag, the other part of it.
The bull lives.
And now he's like a fucking hero, like badass.
Yeah, like he survived a night.
Now that couple has the craziest story to tell in
He's
the
a
future.
legend
at the dinner
now.
table. We once encountered an American soldier in our barn.
I thought that was like a father and a daughter.
Oh, it might have been.
Yeah.
Your father and daughter. Yeah!
Raging Bull!
Woo! Reunion!
Glad to see you, boys.
Not as glad as us. But you thought we'd given up on you there, huh, boss? Shut up, Carl.
Shut the fuck
This is the guy who didn't want to go.
Yeah.
It's also like a glimmer of hope seeing a comrade you thought gone come back, you know?
Yeah, for sure. That's a big victory in and of itself.
Yeah.
Another cigar.
Just pop one in his mouth.
All right, mount up. Hop up. Let's move out. Grab your gear. Let's go. Platoon, grab your gear. Let's go. Platoon, let the squad fall in now. Car, move it.
And him too. He's right back in it. Doesn't he? Did he even tell the tale of how he had to live overnight?
I think it's one of those war stories that he holds on to tell his grandkids.
Well, some of these guys are the guys in the beginning interviews. So I forget which ones.
I kind of wish I saw a side by side with who they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Did they do it as
Hold
a
on,
look?
hold on.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah. Would have been nice in time for Christmas, but nah.
Market Garden.
Wow.
Wow.
Jeez.
Damn.
The British Airborne lost
8,000 men. Oh, man. That hits you a little bit different when you see those numbers.
Yep.
Man, start
The
going.
British suffered a hell of a lot of casualties in this war. Like, weren't they bombed for like 30 straight nights or some shit
Yep.
too? Like London was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Now.
Now.
No.
Now.
That was
Well-
very fun. And it's stupidly entertaining, everybody.
That was so good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Another good episode.
The whole tank warfare.
And I'm really glad we picked up this series.
Just the whole scene with the tank was just terrifying, man. Like
Yeah.
it did so much damage. They never even beat it, you know. So
Nope.
they were
It just like
running
comes out
away
like a monster. It's like, and what they call him, the tiger.
Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiger tanks. I knew when they showed the replacements in the beginning. First of all, I wonder where in James McAvoy's career this was. 'Cause, I mean, this is pretty early.
Very early.
Well, he looked like a fetus still,
before-
so definitely very early.
Yeah.
Before anyone
He looked like
really.
he was still.
So wait, the Panzer was the tank, but
You
there
gotta
were 6
unmute, bro.
versions.
They can't hear you.
The Panzer was the tank, but there was like 6 versions of the tank, and I think the Tiger one was the version of what the Panzer. The Panzer is just like the German class of tanks. There's
Gotcha.
Like, yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I'm googling these bitches.
Yeah.
You feels me?
Google them tanks.
God.
Yeah, it's really, man. It's just It's just,
Dude, I love seeing all of it, man. It's really good. The whole replacement scene is very like morbid, sad, but it's like it's understandable. But like from the point of view of everybody being mean, but it's kind of like, man, why y'all being mean to these motherfuckers? You know they might not make it the next day. You know, like,
That's precisely why they don't want to get to know them.
I know, but it's just kind of
it was like a tough love kind of thing, but it's still like, I mean, human psyche, and a normal human psyche can only handle seeing so much death. And so, like, I mean, it's like the bull came back and they're just right back in it. Like, he had maybe like 2 minutes to say hi to everybody and be like, yeah, you know, I'm alive. And then it's just like, all right, everybody fall in, let's go back.
Yeah.
So it's just, I mean, I can understand it. You gotta, I would start keeping people at arm's length too if I just saw my friends dying like every single day. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
But I did really like the dynamic with the recruitments and the people that have already been there, because it's like, you know, you can train as much as you want, but when you get right into the thick of it, it's a little different. And you could see like the people that have been there a while, like, hey, you don't need this, drop that, don't put your bayonet on, make sure your gun's loaded. Like, it's different than what you learn.
Yeah, I mean, they're like thrown out there and they don't really, you know, it's probably hard to like learn on the fly, especially when your life's on the line. I really dug the shit in the town. Just when they rolled in and everybody was so excited, and then the mood switched, and I was like, what the fuck are they doing to these people? And I saw them drawing swastikas on their heads. I was like, what kind of Nazi shit is this? And it was like, nah, man, something, dude. It was like just straight brutal in-town punishment. Yeah. That shit was wild. And then the fucking town gets bombed. Like, that town went through 3 different fucking mood shifts in the time that we knew it. And the people that were living there are just like, they're fucked. Like, whoever got out, fine. But, like, people were just fucked, man. It sucks so bad.
There were a bunch of, I would call them war hoes in there. Because, like, they were, right? Like, that one chick. I mean, what do you want to call it then? But, like, she had sex with the German. Hey, men can be hoes, too. There's no difference. There can be men hoes also. Shit.
Okay.
But, like, hey.
I'm gonna let you finish, but then I have something to say.
Look, that girl, she got her some German in them. You know what I mean? And then as soon as the Americans came through, she was like, "Ooh, American!" It's like a thing that she was. I mean, am I right? Yeah, like it was
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Whatever.
Yeah,
but she just, you know, she likes some soldier booty. You know, shit.
Okay,
I think it's much more about survival.
This is a survival mechanism. Like it's sometimes like women feel like the only power they have is like their sexuality, and like in like instances like this when like their life is on the line in a conflict. They offer their body as like a ransom for their life. Like I don't really see this as hoe behavior. This is like pure survival.
I mean, I understand it's pure survival, but there are methods to your survival. You know what I mean? You can.
I'm not gonna judge that. I'm like,
I'm not whatever. But like, it is what it is, though. Like, she is sleeping around with other soldiers from different pockets of the war. I know she's doing it for survival, but that survival did get her hair cut off. So
I mean, honestly,
no, the people in the city.
I mean, I can't.
Her neighbors got her hair cut off.
I know. I can't blame them for what they're doing, but obviously, as you can see, some people supposed to go the different route on what they were doing. You know what I mean? The ones that didn't are the ones not getting their hairs cut off, and the ones that did are getting their hairs cut off. So yeah, it is survivability. There could be a different dude. You can survive by killing kids if you want to do. You know what I mean? These kids about to fucking. So it's like, you know, when you put the thing of survivability in it, yeah, it's whatever. But the morality of it is another
Speaking,
thing.
it's right? Good that you mentioned kids too, because one of the ladies who was outside was holding a child. So like clearly, if the woman gets punished and they have a kid, the kid gets punished too alongside with her. And also, like that this was a thing. Like after the war was over in my country, like. There was like punishments left and right. People were like on a frenzy, and like especially around the border where a lot of German families used to live, for several generations. Those were not like occupation forces. Those were just people living in our region who were German. They got kicked out after living in our country for generations, being bilingual. So like after the war, there's never like straight justice. It's always tamed with like revenge and like just like feelings, emotions, and everybody just wants to see blood.
War creates more wars because people like, for example, all these kids that were, you know, like all these kids that suffered during the war are gonna grow up to be soldiers, getting mad at the people that took out their families. It's a cycle that never ends. You know what I mean? Just I mean, it's happening now. So like, it is what it is.
I am wondering, and I've been wondering about this while we were watching this, if we were gonna get into anything that was involving like more black folks in the war, just because it's World War II and it was kind of a pivotal moment for like Black America.
There was a Latino guy.
I know. I mean, and I saw him this episode, Garcia, and I was like, oh shit, okay, maybe they're gonna get into it. But so far, I hope that they do. Eventually, because there's only like 10 more episodes left, and I'm really interested in seeing what Steven Spielberg.
Maybe they will run into a band of brothers.
Wasn't there like
like a band of actual?
In the second
yes, there was.
Yeah,
maybe they'll run into.
Was there segregation with black soldiers?
Yes,
there was, but there was no segregation when they were in the other country. So you were segregated at home and segregated in the barracks. But after you like walked out of the barracks, people were like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna treat you like a regular person," and people were like, "This is fucking confusing."
I think Civil War also, there was a black regiment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a vague recollection of there being like a fully black infantry
Yeah, I mean, there was the Tuskegee Airmen. There's a bunch of
I don't know if that was
Buffalo
in
soldiers
Vietnam
as well.
or it was in Second World
The
War.
Red Tails.
Buffalo
Didn't-
soldiers.
Didn't George Lucas make a movie?
The
He
only
did.
color in the army is green, if I'm correct.
You say that, but they were doing segregation in the army, so I'm gonna have to say there was green, black, and
Hey
white.
man, she was back.
I need to get my 2 cents in on like several things that were talked about real quick. First off, I don't think that just because those women slept with the enemy, I don't think they should be punished for it. It's just an unfortunate circumstance. Yeah, they chose to do that, but you know, there's worse things you can do, like killing kids. I mean, I think sleeping with the enemy is not the worst thing in the world that you could do. That'd be like, okay, if in our country we have these sides, you know, and if one side is victorious, that'd be like that side now ostracizing and punishing the other side for being like, oh, you supported this person on social media, or you were like, you voted this. You know what I mean? You can't. I mean, like, there's democracy and free will and choices.
What do you?
people make.
I have a question. I have a question to you to fight that back. So, what do you do to the people that were collaborating with the enemy?
Collaboration is different.
Let me finish.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying.
Hey, well, okay. What do you do with the people that did? Like, I mean, collaboration. I mean, those women helped those men somehow. You know what I mean? Regardless,
No.
they helped them somehow.
With getting some puss.
Hey, bro. Hey, that can help a lot in the warfare, man. Being queen-minded. You know what I mean?
You're right.
What
You're
I'm
wrong.
trying to say is, what if all that collaboration caused certain people in their village to be killed by that collaboration, by these people that helped them out?
Or the village.
They could have been like no, and they would have probably gotten them killed, but not their. You know what I'm trying to say?
Or
There's
the
a certain
or
code
the-
of honor involved with it all. You know what I mean? And I feel like, yeah, I get it. They shouldn't have been killed, but like their actions, you know what I mean? Their whatever to the enemy probably got some of
the
their own,
the village
folks
itself,
killed.
like, I mean, it got bombed because they had intel that like Americans were there, and obviously they got out of Dodge in time, but they got that information somehow. That village got bombed somehow. They didn't just bomb villages at random.
Oh, yeah.
It was strategic. So, okay, so but
Marquette was gonna say
going
something
back
too.
to what you guys were just talking about, I think it's also like the whole like sex thing. I do think just on a primal level, it just because that town got bombed and they're amidst this war, so I feel like a lot of people are also thinking, you know, fuck it, this might be the end of the world, because I remember reading this book in school about like the Holocaust, and I forget specifically what the book was, but there was this whole description of like when these Jewish people would get captured and they would get put on these trains or these caravans, and they would be taken to the concentration camps. Sometimes those trips were very long, and there was a high concentration of people stuck in like these tiny confined places, and a lot of like the younger Jewish, like the younger adults, I mean, they're all, you know, deeply religious, but them knowing, hey, this is probably it. There was a lot of fucking going on. Like, you know, I think when it's like the end of the world, it just becomes like your primal instincts come out. So I think there's a little bit of that too. Sorry, just one more thing. I wanted to say that I don't want us to put together survival and just trying to make it and collaborating, because I feel like those are two different things that we shouldn't conflate. If you're collaborating with the enemy and if you leaked some information,
then you was a treason.
You are a war criminal. You should be treated and charged as one in court. Like, mob justice is not justice. That does not exist.
If you're collaborating and you're still
Then
doing it to survive,
you are
it's
a
still
war criminal.
Yeah, but
and
you're
you
still
go
doing it to
to jail.
survive, though. Am I not right? You're still doing it to survive.
No.
We don't know if sex is collaborating or if it's
we
for
don't
any
know- we
reason,
don't know-
like
we
what
don't know
Mickey
if we don't
said.
know
but-
What about the
If
rest
you-
of the
If
episode?
you push other people under
Yeah,
the
I
bus
just
Yeah,
for your own
I call that. I guess I'm different on that aspect, man. I feel like, you know, if you're helping out the enemy, you're helping out the enemy. Survivability is, you know, whatever. It's still considered helping in whatever. Yeah, you can survive, bro. Like,
mean,
shit. Let me give you an example. A kid comes at me. You know what I mean? Trying to shoot my ass. I kill him. Shit, I'm doing that to survive, bro. I probably wasn't messing with you, but I fucking did it.
I don't think that that's
Right?
the same thing at all.
I don't know. I have no idea how
how's
you
that
related
the
that
same?
to that.
How's that the same thing?
I want to talk about other things,
Go for
please. Mute everybody else in the studio. I am happy that Bull got his infinite cigar back. 1, 2. I thought that was a very anxiety-ridden battle there, very close quarters with the airplane sound coming through. He narrowly escaped by the skin of his teeth, and yet he's not even gonna like share that story. Like Mickey said, that's like a wartime story. You tell someone, I had to intimately stab this motherfucker to death, and it was like, it was him or me, but like, you know, it's not like glorified. He's not over there bragging about it. That was like, it was either him or the other guy.
Yeah.
And lastly, the new recruits were finally accepted in the end, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even like when they came back,
I wanted to
they were
say,
willing to put their asses on the line to go get him. Even though he was a dick to them the night before.
I wanted to say one thing about that scene with the melee battle with the bayonet. Like, again, in other war movies, you see like bayonet kills being just like very quick things.
Yeah.
And, you know, people usually pull it off with stealth, but that went down a little bit more realistically. There was a struggle. Even he got a full-on stab on him, but the guy was still up and fighting. So it's just, like, truly killing somebody is, like, it was just a very brutal fucking scene. And also, I really like how they show, like, the love between the brothers at the end. He was like, yeah, these crazy bastards want to go on a suicide mission to save you, and then he was like, I never much liked this platoon anyways. But, you know, that's how they show their love. It's just,
shit talking is one of the top tier forms of affection. Everybody knows.
I also wanted to mention the chocolate scene with the child, and it reminded me my grandma. So my grandma like lived through the war, and she did tell me that like at some point they were all surviving on like raw potatoes.
God.
Because it takes the stomach a long time to like process it, even if you like, you know, like they would like not chew it really, so that like it would be in the stomach, and
For, like, a
so
long
that
ass
the
time.
hunger wouldn't.
Awful.
It's like the stomach would be tricked into like feeling full. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
Man, you have
So
cramps
it's
now.
possible the people, the father and the son in that bunker were doing the same thing, you know. So like for him to like eat chocolate is just like heaven.
Yeah. Fuck, just to eat anything that like doesn't taste like fucking dirt and water, you'd be hype. That scene where Bull almost gets run over by the tank was really intense too. Man, it felt like when they got to that village that they were able to like really move through it super decently. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like they were like doing well, like they were really covering ground and getting to a spot, but it really, the Germans had them like just waiting for them to get right where they wanted. They probably already had the mortars dialed in and everything and knowing where they were going to hold the line. And man, they fucked them up. They weren't ready for that. I think that's like the first real battle we saw them lose. We've seen them fight the hard one in the hedges, but this was the first one I think that they ran into and just weren't ready for it, and they didn't have the backup. And then with the British dude being like, I can't shoot through the building, like he's got orders, he's got laws. It's probably somewhere in the Geneva Convention or something. And like, I know that it sucks that he didn't do it, but like, there's people in that fucking building. Like, they're here to liberate the people of Holland, not shoot through their house while they're in it with a tank.
Yep.
Hey, it was good seeing Sobel. That was a really cool scene.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing him come back. It was really, it was well done. Because like it really, again, it shows like the dynamics in the army. Because the thing about Sobel is he's an officer. You know what I mean? And a lot of NCOs, when they see an officer like that, they're just kind of like, fuck. Because they have to show him respect no matter what, even though they know that, hey, bruh, like, I know what I do and I know what you do, but it's just like a thing of like whatever. And I can see how they feel towards Sobel because they don't want to work under his ass.
Yeah.
But now he's Supply. You know what I mean? And Supply is like the guy that just takes care of like the equipment. So it's.
So did he catch Malarkey trying to take a fucking motorcycle out to the battlefield?
Yeah. That shit was hilarious. That was a really good scene. I also liked it like that. Remember that scene towards whatever when that one sergeant got shot in the head by the bullet? And
Nix.
That right there, bro, is fucking nuts. Just think about it. You're on the brink of, like, somebody shot you in the head and your helmet saved you.
I know he was like, am I okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, we'll look at it like that.
100%
And then my third favorite moment in this is when that lieutenant got shot. Damien, I call him Damien Dark because that's who he played. The white-haired guy.
With the door.
Shepherd.
Yeah. Huh?
Wait, not the Shepherd. He's in the 100. The guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. When he got shot or whatever, and they were like, he was like, leave me be. That's the one thing in the army they always teach you: leave no soldier behind. Period. And they fucking went back. They got a cardboard. And they just dragged him, bro.
Really well
He's like, fuck it, we'll take the hits. We got you, boy.
I also appreciate that the first dude that got sniped actually lived. Because, like, you know, when you're out there and you're like, God, those medics, they're risking it. This guy's already dead. In my head, I'm like, he's dead. Like, don't even, like, try. But they saved him. And he's going to go back. He's going back home. So I'm like, you know, those medics are the real MVPs, even though they were getting shot this
And
episode.
didn't
It's like,
someone say you're not allowed to shoot medics, but they shot the medics?
Yeah, and then sometimes, bro, they literally, bro, medics have to do split-second decisions on the spot. But they aren't doctors either. They got to be like, all right, cut the arm off, tourniquet, do this, do that. They just got to do it right there. It's just fucking nuts,
man.
Yeah.
Crazy. I thought it was wild that they were taking medic help for his ass while he was still out in the open where he just got shot. I was like, man, drag him on the other side of that little fucking ditch or something, bro. Lord.
The tactically also what like they were saying at the beginning about how they're trying to get into Germany. I don't know the geography exactly, but now they got to find another way in. It's crazy that all these like towns are basically like outposts and shit, you know, and like the German tank that was there just squatting, and there's other people just squatting, probably all around the perimeter of Germany. And
I mean, they know the
as soon as shit rocks up, yeah.
So
and then they got reinforcements just filtering in as soon as shit pops off in one area. So trying to crack the perimeter is gonna be tough.
Netherlands is like north of Germany, in between like Germany and France. And I think that they initially wanted to just go through France straight into Germany, but the Germans are like thick in France at that point.
Yeah.
So they tried to go through Holland.
What was the name of that town? Hey, I'm looking up the town on the map. Everybody.
Eindhoven.
I think so.
Eindhoven.
Einhorn. Finkel is Einhorn.
Hey,
Einhorn is
I'm
Finkel.
about to tell you how close this town. That town?
It's by Dusseldorf.
Yeah, if they would have gotten through there, like literally Dusseldorf is like the next major city. They were super close. So like they would have been in Germany. Like Netherlands immediately touches Germany, and then it's like Belgium, Luxembourg,
Belgium. I forgot Belgium.
like all around the outside. So yeah, they were close, man. But you know,
the biggest shame is that kid not having chocolate being so close to Belgium. I feel so damn, bro.
Right?
How old do you think that kid
That
was?
chocolate looks so
And
good. Though.
first off, that chocolate bar was huge.
Probably like 7.
Maybe he was like
probably
No, it's
born
like
in the
5.
war.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he was more like 5.
Crazy shit. He's also ruined now. He's gonna be like, bro, I know what chocolate tastes like. Fuck anything else you give me.
Man, that was long. Hey, yeah, anything else, man?
Nothing.
I love these long discussions. This is one discussion I never get bored of, fam. I'm being for real. It's fun. It's fun as shit. Anything else, y'all? Hey, if you guys have any more factoids, or if we fucked up on anything, correct us. Let us know. Comment below. Comments help us the fuck out. We love this shit. We'll see you guys next time.
Learn us some education.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching, and a big shout out to Aaron, Desiree, Eleanor, Explorin, Tacos, Joe Mags, Jules, Yagami, Michael, Nick, Pavi, Quentin, Ricky, Ruby, Bystander, Tristan, Keyboard Junkie, NYR Fan, and ZJP. Thanks guys, we'll see you next week.